Your husband's last search history reveals he knew about the accident before. That phone in your hand, the one you are holding right now, is not just glass and light. Today, it is a scroll of truth. It is a divine instrument, and it has already shown you a crack in the wall of a lie that has surrounded you for years. You have come here, to this exact video, not by chance, but by a holy appointment. You are here because a name, a phrase, a single line of text you discovered has been echoing in your soul. Your husband's last search history. You saw it. You saw the name of a road. You saw a question about a specific model of a car. And you saw the date. And the date was before the accident. The moment you saw it, a cold fire started in your spirit. It was not the fire of anger, not yet. It was the fire of a terrible, quiet understanding. A piece of a puzzle you never even knew you were missing suddenly appeared in your hand. For so long, you have carried a grief that felt wrong. It was heavy, yes, but it was also confusing. Like a story with a missing page. You mourned the loss, but you have also mourned the unanswered question that lived in the silence afterward. You have felt it in the middle of the night, that feeling that you are an outsider looking in, even within the memories of your own life. That is your spirit, my child, telling you that you were seeing a shadow, but not the thing that cast it. This message has found you today for a reason. This is not a memory to be revisited. It is a key for a door that will open in the next 7 hours. Before the sun sets where you are today, a second piece of evidence, a second witness to this truth, will fall into your lap so perfectly, so undeniably, that all the confusion will burn away and what will be left is a straight path to justice. The universe is about to correct its records on your behalf. What you discovered was not a simple act of curiosity. It was the final prayer of a man who knew he was trapped. It was a message in a bottle thrown into the digital sea, a message he knew only your heart would one day have the strength to find. He knew what was coming. He did not know how or when, exactly, but he knew the storm was gathering. He was not a fool. He was a man walking into a storm, trying to leave a map behind for the one person he knew would survive. You. And the storm, my child, had a name. It had a face. It had a voice that called you to offer comfort right after it happened. Think. Who was the first person to arrive? Who was the one whose shoulder felt a little too steady, whose words of sympathy sounded a little too rehearsed? There is a person in your life, one who smiles at you, who asks about your well-being, who has been a constant presence. This person is the architect of your silent pain. They watched your world break, knowing they held the hammer. For years, you have felt a drain on your energy, your finances, your hope. You chalked it up to grief, to bad luck, to the struggle of moving forward alone. But it was not bad luck. It was a spiritual theft. An opportunity that belonged to you and your husband, a plan you made in the quiet of the night, an idea that was worth a fortune. That idea was stolen in the chaos of your loss. The accident was not the goal. It was the distraction. It was the loud noise designed to cover the sound of a thief in your house, stealing the blueprints to your future. This smiling shadow built their success, their comfort, their happy life on the foundation of your tragedy. You have felt it. You have seen their unearned blessings and wondered, why them? Why does everything work out for them? It worked out because they were spending a currency that was paid for with your tears. This is the injustice that God has seen. This is the crooked path that He is about to make straight. And the clock is ticking. That person, that smiling shadow, they have felt a shift in the spiritual atmosphere in the last 24 hours. They have had a restless night. They are feeling a cold draft of exposure, and they do not know why. It is because you found the message in the bottle. It is because the angels of truth have been dispatched to your house, and the enemy can feel the ground beginning to shake beneath their feet. The lie is about to eat itself. The deception has grown so large and so old that it has become unstable. It is going to collapse, and it is going to happen in a way that no one can deny. It will not be your word against theirs. It will be their own words that condemn them. A misdirected communication is coming. It could be an email sent to the wrong person. It could be a text message meant for an accomplice that, by divine error, finds its way to someone who will bring it to the light. It could be a conversation, spoken in a place they believe is private, that will be overheard by the one person on earth they cannot afford to have hear it. Their own pride will be their downfall. They will become comfortable, believing so much time has passed. They will grow careless. And in that moment of carelessness, the hand of God will push their finger, and they will press send. The evidence you need, the final, undeniable proof that connects them to the foreknowledge of that day, is already traveling through the airwaves. It is a speeding arrow of truth, and it is heading for its target. You do not have to search for it. You do not have to fight for it. You have to prepare to receive it. Right now, I need you to perform an act of faith. This is a holy instruction. Find the window in your home that faces the rising sun, the window that gets the first light of morning. Go to it now. I want you to take a single coin. It does not matter what kind. A penny, a dime, any small piece of money. Hold it in your right hand, the hand you use to give, to work, to act in the world. Press it against the cool glass of the window pane. As you hold it there, I want you to whisper these 5 words to the reflection of your own eyes. Just whisper them. Let the hidden price be paid. Now, take that coin and place it on the windowsill. Leave it there. Do not touch it again until the sun has set. This is your signal to the heavens. It is a declaration that you are closing your account of grief and opening your account of justice. That small coin is a down payment on your stolen future. It is a sign to the universe that you are ready for the scales to be balanced. The gears of this divine reversal are already turning. That coin is now a spiritual magnet, pulling the truth out of the darkness and into the brilliant light of day. Do not doubt this. The confession is already forming, the mistake is already being made. Your season of silent suffering is over. Your time of restoration is at hand. Wait. Stop what you are doing. The instruction about the coin, it is right, but it is incomplete. I was being shown the path, but now I am being shown the destination, and there is a more urgent truth that must be told. This is only for those of you who have stayed, who did not scroll away, who felt that this message was more than just words. There is a layer beneath this prophecy that I was not permitted to see until this exact second. Look at your phone again. I mean it. Pick it up and just look at the lock screen. See the time. See the date. It is a normal screen, on a normal day. But for you, it has become a sacred object. For years, you have felt a strange relationship with technology, a sense that it was both a blessing and a curse. Sometimes you feel it has stolen your time, your peace. That is not an accident. The enemy has tried to use the digital world to distract you and overwhelm you, precisely because he knew that the key to his defeat was hidden there. The search history was not the entire message left for you. It was only the address on the envelope. The letter itself is somewhere else. Your husband was cleverer than they knew. He was being watched, his communications monitored. But he created a place of safety, a digital vault. Before he made that search, he created a draft. An email that was never sent. It is sitting in the draft folder of an old email account. An account you have probably forgotten about. An account he set up for something simple, maybe for a fantasy football league, or to get online coupons, a silly, throwaway account. But the password to that account is the key to everything. The password is a word or a name that only you would understand. It is a private joke, the name of a place you first met, a silly nickname you had for each other that no one else knew. The smiling shadow, the architect of your pain, does not know about this draft. They cleaned up the main accounts, they covered their tracks, but they do not know about the throwaway. That email draft contains everything. A name. A number. A bank account. A timeline of the deception. It is his final testimony. And you, my child, are his chosen executor. This changes everything. This is no longer about waiting for them to make a mistake. This is about you actively retrieving the sword that was left for you. The timeline has just been shortened. The smiling shadow has allies, and they are preparing to do a deep digital sweep, to erase old accounts, to tie up loose ends. They feel the spiritual pressure and are getting ready to burn the evidence. You have until the first light of dawn tomorrow. Before the rest of the world wakes up, before the banks open, before the lawyers get to their offices, you must access that account. Your attention right now is the most powerful weapon in the universe. Do not be distracted. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, and the violent, the focused, the determined, take it by force. You see now, don't you? The depth of the plan. This was never just about exposing a person for a past crime. This is about a full restoration of a future that was stolen from you. Those who scrolled away, they received a prophecy of justice. But you, the one who stayed, the one who is still listening with your spirit, you have received the battle plan. This deeper truth, this secret of the unsent draft, was reserved for the heart that was ready to receive it. It was kept for the one who has endured the lonely nights and still refused to become bitter. God trusted you with the full weight of this revelation. He knew you would not shatter. He knew you would rise. The coin on your windowsill is no longer just a magnet for truth. It is now a beacon, activating a legion of angels to protect that hidden data, to shield it from the enemy's search until your hands can retrieve it. They cannot touch it. They can feel it is there, but they cannot find it. Not until you log in. Your action is the final key. Therefore, the declaration must change. The claim must be made stronger. This is not about a price being paid anymore. This is about you walking into the treasury and taking back what is yours. Go to the comments section right now, and do not hesitate. This is an act of spiritual warfare. Type these words with authority: the vault is opening for me. Do not type it for me or for anyone else. Type it for the universe to see. Type it so the enemy who may be watching this very channel sees that you are no longer a victim in mourning. You are a warrior on the verge of victory. As you do this, signs will begin to manifest around you, signs that this deeper truth is active. You will hear a song on the radio, a song that was important to you and your husband, one you haven't heard in years. You will see a sequence of numbers that is significant to you, perhaps a birthday or an anniversary, on a license plate, a clock, or a receipt. A bird, a specific kind of bird you both loved, will land near your window. These are not coincidences. These are winks from heaven. They are confirmations that you are on the right path and that the angelic host is moving ahead of you to clear the way. Do not be afraid. The password will come to your mind. Don't force it. Sit in a quiet room, think about the good times, the silly moments, and the name, the word, the phrase will rise up in your memory like a bubble in water. It is already there. It is waiting for you. The climax of this battle will not be loud. It will be a moment of profound and divine silence. It will be the moment you log in. The moment you see that draft folder with the number 1 next to it. As you open it, as you read the words he left for you, a peace will wash over you that you have not felt since before that terrible day. It will be the peace of truth finally being brought into the light. And the information you find there will be so clear, so precise, that it will be undeniable. The smiling shadow will be exposed, not by a clumsy mistake, but by a brilliant and loving act of foresight from the man who tried to protect you even as he was being led into the storm. And as they are exposed, their empire, the one built on your stolen dreams, will crumble. The business deals will fail. The allies will desert them. The money they gained will be lost in ways that seem like cosmic bad luck, but you will know it is the hand of God balancing the scales. The restoration will be swift and total. Listen. This is not a fairy tale. Just this past Tuesday, a woman in Scottsdale, Arizona, felt that her brother-in-law had cheated her out of her late husband's business. She felt it for years but had no proof. She received a message just like this one. She was guided to an old toolbox in her garage. Tucked into the handle was a tiny key she had never seen before. It opened a small lockbox everyone thought was empty. Inside was not just a revised will, but a signed confession from a former employee detailing the entire fraud. Her lawyers contacted the brother-in-law on Wednesday morning. By Thursday evening, he had agreed to a settlement that was double what she had lost. Do you understand what I am telling you? God is not slow. When his time comes, things move at the speed of light. It is your turn now. There is someone you know, someone in your circle of friends or your family, who is carrying a similar pain. They feel cheated by life, like a past event has permanently crippled their future. Do not try to explain this prophecy to them. The logic of man cannot understand the miracles of God. Simply send them this video. Let the Spirit in these words speak directly to the Spirit in them. You will be the anonymous angel that delivers the key to their own breakthrough. Now, you must prepare. Watch this entire message again from the very beginning. There was a word I used in the first few minutes, a descriptive word that your conscious mind ignored. That word is a clue to the password. It was placed there for you. Listen with your new understanding, and it will shine like a light. The victory has already been decided in the spiritual realm. Now it is time for it to manifest in your world. If you believe this, if you receive this prophecy for your life and your future, seal it right now with a final, powerful amen in the comments. Let it be your declaration of faith and the first step into your restored life.